Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center, to the world of magic and miracles, the industry of magic and miracles, and hypersonic magic. All those beautiful things that are here now have always been here, but are making themselves more prominent, showing up in your field so that you can live your life by the awareness of their existence in this physical plane that we're meeting in right now, even though we're meeting outside of it as well. Once again, we're coming to the end of the year as we've entered into December. And before you know it, it'll be a new year because we can barely keep track of last week, last month, an hour ago. And we'll turn around and it'll be December 31st. And so we're coming to the end of the year of remembrance. And what a year it's been. And each of us have traveled so very far and seen more things about ourselves, about why we're here, who we are. And of course, there's always more. But as we get to the end of the year, it's a great amount of change happening as we're headed into something new. And so I've been feeling that. And I wanted to take a moment to read something from my book of that same thought. I am change, and I am coming to help you grow. And this is called A Love Letter from Mr. and Mrs. Change. I am change. I have gotten a bad rap for most of my life. It appears that your love for me will always be conditional. When I bring you good circumstances, a new car, a new job, a new house, or a new relationship, you seem to love me. But when I deliver so-called bad circumstances, the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, the death of a loved one, you rail at me without regard. I am asking you to please love me the same in both circumstances, no matter what the change, whether it is perceived as good or bad. Know that you will get through it, and know that I am coming again and again. I'm a part of the one who loves you unconditionally, but I am also you. Yes, that's right. You and I and Source are all one, and we are working together to bring you to your true self. When you are able to accept this, you will be able to let go of all blame. Until that day comes, I will patiently wait as you misjudge me and take my actions as a personal attack. I know, like everyone who has been on this planet, you will look back on your life and be thankful for all the things I did. In that moment, we will be as one, and you will have unconditional love for me as I have had unconditional love for you. I'm hoping you will come to this place sooner rather than later, for to have peace with me is to be at peace with all that is. There is no judgment if you have resistance to this message. I will always love you without conditions, and I will continue to come for you to help you grow and to become who you truly are. Love always, change. So I've been balancing the fields every day as I can feel the two extremes of the reaction to the change that's coming. I thought it's like working at the industry of magic and miracles, and the phone rings, and the receptionist says, "Industry of Magic and Miracles, how can we help you?" There's just so much change happening. I can't handle all of it. Oh, hold for 1 second. Let me direct your call. Hi, this is the Department of Balance. How may I help you? Well, I'm feeling a little wonky. I can't seem to deal with everything that's happening. And immediately, from the sound of that voice, balance is restored in the person. And they can accept the change, come to a level of excitement for what's coming, and receive whatever it is that is coming for them. That's the industry of magic and miracles. And each one is doing what they came to do, to impact humanity. And for me, it is a simple act of balance to move something that's too far right a little bit left, that's too far left a little bit right, with a smile or a laugh or a vibration that can't be explained or even described, only felt. So as we continue to head down towards the end of this year of remembrance, change will show up in your life, and balance will be right there whenever you need it. And whatever you provide, you will deliver to whoever needs it, many times without a thought at all. You are powerful beyond what you might even consider. All you have to do is know it. Not believe it, but know it. Know it without proof, without confirmation, without validation, without thanks, without honor. You do it because you know you can do it. You deliver what you're capable of because you know what you're capable of. And when you do that, you'll just be touching the surface of all that you can do. So know it without question that what you decide to do is happening. Don't question it. Don't look for proof because that lends itself to belief. Know it with every fiber of your being because in that moment, you'll know who you are and you'll change the world. That's just some good shit. We're at chapter 34 of this never-ending book, This Life's a Hoot, and in the meantime, your brain is fucked. Chapter 34, you are a master living your life from the other side. Living this life from the other side, this is what the masters were able to do. This is what the secret that will bring forth the mastery of your being. If you can view every circumstance that comes into your physical reality from the other side, then you will have mastered life in all its forms and all its influences. As a physical being, it is only natural to see the events and the circumstances of the physical life through a magnifying glass that makes every circumstance seem 1,000 times bigger than it really is. The masters saw these circumstances as a tiny aspect of a moment, just as they knew this aspect of themselves in the physical was just a tiny aspect of themselves. They always had an awareness of who they were and what they were doing here, their purpose in the deliverance of something that would positively impact all humanity and all life everywhere. And therefore, that purpose and the awareness of it was naturally magnified 1,000 times bigger than the aspects of the physical plane. They lived every human event from that other side, and they wanted to let you know that you can do the same and do it even better than they did. There is great simplicity in the words that I speak, for they point to the destination that we are all headed to, and they point to the open door that leads to that destination. A door that we have always had access to, a door that we could enter just by flipping a switch. A switch from living this life from this side to living this life from the other side. This is what's behind living your life by magic and miracles only. Stepping into the magical flow of giving, the industry of magic and miracles, the elevated platform of living, hypersonic magic, staying on top of the wave, and the simplicity of flipping on your happy switch. All these things and more take you to living from the other side. And each time you hear these words spoken, as well as during many other times in your life, you go there. But the circumstances of this physical life bring you back to living this life from this side. The difference was that the masters saw their purpose and they would not be deterred from doing what they came to do, even to the death of the body. When we step into living life from the other side, through the many portals and words that take us there, we feel the happiness, we feel the joy, we feel the amazing peace, but we do not connect that with our purpose for being here. If we did, it would become our focus, and it would bring light and clarity to the necessity of staying in the place where you're living life from the other side. And this would allow you to complete what you came here to do. If it's just about yourself and your own satisfaction, you will bounce back and forth between the two places as the circumstances of life influence you. And because the door is always open, you will continue to come in and feel the magnificence of that place on the other side. But you will only be able to stay if you realize that it's not just for you, but that it's for you to show the way to others, to show that magic and miracles are real and that it is the only way to live, to show that if you lose your job or your rent increases or your body misbehaves or someone mistreats you, you can stay on the other side. And by your life, you can let everyone know that the other side is real. And you leave breadcrumbs for them to find their own way to the door that has always been open to them, just as it has been open to you. The masters are still here to support us in this transition to living life from the other side. Their communication is as clear as when they walked on the earth. It is a sound and a vibration with or without words, a communication that pierces all belief systems, a homing beacon that never turns off and never stops beating. The two biggest circumstances or influences on the life of a human are physical health of the body and financial health of your bank account. These two influences and the circumstances around them have produced almost all the belief systems that we have in this physical world. Throw in religion, and you've got the trifecta. The fear that is associated with your physical health and your financial health has pulled every human being into having to believe something that someone has said to overcome those two things. That one someone has now become millions of someones, and the money that has been made from the belief systems that have been created to overcome those two circumstances is incalculable. The one thing they needed you to forget was that you were a master and that you were not from here and that you were part of Source itself. For then you would have seen the folly of it all and would have enjoyed the biggest belly laugh of a person who sees behind the curtain of the magician and sees the folly of the trick that they are trying to present. Your purpose is to uplift humanity and assist in removing all the beliefs that humanity has taken on, to let people know that they are eternal spiritual beings and that they are not to live by the edicts of those who have chosen to take advantage of these magnificent spirits that are living within a physical form and within a physical world with all its limitations. You are not here to spend your life on the hamster wheel of happy and sad, free and not free, healthy and not healthy, abundant and not abundant. These are symptoms of being under belief systems and not characteristics of someone who is living this life from the other side. Someone having complete awareness of who they are and why they are here. So now we celebrate the bringing into the light those two systems that have created every belief that has come to take advantage of our forgetfulness and increase our dependency on the things outside of us instead of taking our rightful places as sovereign masters of the universe. superheroes that need not believe in anything because they are part of and connected to the one who knows everything. We raise a glass to the master in all of us, and we stand tall and say to every belief that tries to tell us that we are not masters, piss off. Your charade is now seen by everyone. Pack up your beggar's mat and your bag of fake magic tricks and hit the road. We are now going to show you what magic really looks like. Be the master you came here to be. Be the master that lives their life from the other side, the side where the true you lives. It is only here that you will be truly free. I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. In chapter 35, about fucking time. It's always good to hear those three words. They make you laugh and smile and mostly take yourself less seriously, reminding you that there's always more, that someone's always been waiting for you, and yes, your shit does stink. Those three words could be said 1,000 times a day or 1,000,000,000 times, depending on your perspective. They let you see the better side of yourself, the side that doesn't take yourself so seriously, the side that reminds you that you are mostly just talking shit, and that it takes a dickhead to recognize another dickhead in this game of eternity. All that really matters is a laugh, even as we are stating things that are so profound and so life-changing for ourselves and for humanity. The laughter is all we remember. So tell a joke, let out a fart, use these three words whenever life is getting too serious. Use them on yourself and use them on those around you. Throw in a few fuckums and you'll be as happy as a pig in shit. There is not enough toilet paper in the world to take care of the amount of bullshit that covers this planet and the humanity that lives on it. I'm talking about the bullshit that comes out of our mouths from our belief systems that we have given our power over to. And then there's that false image of ourselves that we're always presenting to others, fooling ourselves by thinking that no one can see us. But there's enough laughter to wipe away all the bullshit in the blink of an eye. And it always does. And so we move forward. And just as we begin to think something about ourselves or get a little too serious, those three words, about fucking time, rear their head and bring the laughter that wipes away the bullshit and flushes it down the toilet. This is how the good shit gets rid of the bullshit, by using words like fuck 'em, dickhead, and about fucking time. We are immortal, eternal, spiritual beings who are quite capable of taking ourselves way too seriously. But most importantly, we are more than capable of having a laugh at the seriousness of humanity and at ourselves, for the joke is always on us. How could you not laugh at the folly of the quest of trying to find out something that you already know? That's why I simply say, this life is a hoot. In the meantime, your brain is fucked. So don't be surprised when you feel your team, your guides, and your angels who look after you and support you in this physical life laughing their ass off at you, for they are always laughing. What would you do if you were watching a friend of yours being afraid when you knew that he or she is an aspect of God? What would you do if you had a friend who was suffering in their life when you knew that they had the ability to create a brand new world with a wave of their hand? And what would you do if someone thought they were going to die and you knew that they never do? Of course, you would help them through those moments, knowing that they just forgot who they are. But then you would laugh and laugh and laugh at the absurdity of something or someone infused with the same essence as that energy that we call God, fearing, suffering, or believing that the ending of this life would be the ending of them. So today we join our team, our angels, and our friends in the outer reaches in laughter as we remember who we really are. And we stand tall and raise our arms up, and with a great laugh, we say, fuck 'em. And as we rise up and begin to feel and know ourselves as our true selves, a booming voice comes into our head with those three magical words, about fucking time. And we all fall over in laughter and everything disappears. Enjoy your life, everyone. Be silly, mischievous, and lighthearted. We are changing the world from the future, and the future is full of comedy that we've never seen before. Always be ready to make fun of yourself. Always keep laughter close to your heart, for it will never fail you. We are changing the world with our love, kindness, wisdom, and light, but it is the laughter that we will always remember. Now we're getting it. Now we're on our way. About fucking time. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I'll try not to laugh as I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future from that other side. I am David.